Hello and welcome to Before Exams. Here we help you to prepare for your exams absolutely free of cost. So like, share and subscribe to support us.
Hello and welcome to this IELTS course. For now, we are doing IELTS listening section. We have already done the fill-ups and the short answer type questions. So in this lecture, we'll be doing the multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions or MCQs are the kind of questions in which there will be some options and you need to figure out which is the correct option. So it could be 3 options or it could be 4 options. Now, in this lecture, first we'll be seeing that what are the challenges which are faced in MCQ type of questions, how to overcome them, and then we'll be looking at an example. So let's just start it. The MCQ or the multiple choice questions are the questions in which you do not have to worry about the word limit. So it will be an option. So let's just see that what are the challenges which are faced in MCQs and how to overcome them. Now, in this kind of questions, speaker will speak about all the options. Now, what happens in these kind of questions, the speaker or the examiner, he or she tries to confuse you. Let us say there is a question and then there are 4 options for it. Let's say there's an example in which there are 2 students who want to choose a topic for their project, and the options are environment, communication, and let's say it is travel. Let us suppose there are 2 students who are talking. The names of the students are James and Ricky. So it will be like this. Hi James, I was wondering that which topic we should choose for our upcoming project. I think, Ricky, we should go for communication. Don't you think communication is a topic which is very, very easy and it has been used many times? Oh, yes. What about travel then? Yes, we can go for travel. We can also find a lot of content. Let's stick to travel now. Although we can also go for the third option. No, I don't think so. There are many groups who are already going for the topic. Okay, then let's just stick to travel itself. So in this kind of example, what the speaker did, speaker spoke about all the options, but there was only one correct option, which was travel. So in this, the speaker will try to confuse you by speaking about all the options. You have to figure out which one is correct. Options will also be spoken in different order. So if there are 4 options, let's say A, B, C, and D, it is not mandatory that the speaker will speak the first option which is given in the question first, then the B option after that, then C option after that, and D option after that. No, it won't be like this. The speaker can speak in the jumbled manner. He or she can speak about the C option first, then A, then D, and then B. So you have to simultaneously look at all the options. Also, there is a use of paraphrasing and synonyms. Now, in multiple choice question, most of the times, the options are not one word. They are either a sentence or they are at least 3 or 4 words phrase. So what the speaker does, they try to paraphrase the statement which is there in the options. So it is not mandatory that the same option will be spoken. In fact, in most of the times, the same option is not spoken. It is either paraphrased or synonyms are used. So you have to take care of that. You could also find similar kind of options. This you will understand when you will practice it more. Now, how to go ahead and how to tackle these kind of problems? First thing, keep an eye on the keywords. So what you have to do is the time that you get before the recording is being played, just read all the questions and mark the keywords. These keywords will help you understand when the speaker will speak about that option. So you can then just mark or cross the option, whatever is the case. If it is correct, you can mark it. If it is incorrect, you can cross it by the help of these keywords. What happens is many a times the candidates, what they think that the first option which is spoken by the speaker is the correct one, but this is not the case. It may be the case that speaker talks about C option first, but it is incorrect, and then the speaker talks about the A option, which is correct. So you have to keep an eye, you have to listen to it very carefully, because the speaker will be speaking about all the options. You have to figure out which is the correct one. Now, always have a look on the keywords like but and however. Whenever a speaker says these keywords, many a times or most of the times, it means that a negative sentence is coming. Now, most of the times that is not the answer. Whenever the speaker will speak but or however, that will not be the answer. It is not mandatory that it will not be the answer, but most of the time it is not the answer. They will try to confuse you by using these words. They will speak about this option, then they will say this word but or however, and then they will move to other option. So always keep an eye on that. The best thing to attempt these questions is to put a tick on the option which you think is the correct and cross out the options which are incorrect. As I said, that speaker will be speaking about all the options. So keep on crossing the options which you think are incorrect. That will help you to eliminate the options, and then it will also help you to figure out which is the correct one. As I just said, please mark the option which you think is the correct. But after marking it, always listen to the recording, always listen to all the options. Because many a times the speaker changes the answer. So always keep an eye on that. As I already said, find the keyword in the question and also in the text of your question paper. We have already discussed this. You have to read all the options because all the options will be spoken. Beware of options which are correct, but the speaker takes them away. So this happens many of times. The speaker will be speaking about an option. You will think that it is correct. You will mark it, and then you will move on to next question. But no, you don't have to do that. You have to listen to all the options because the speaker might take the option away and will move to other option which will be the right option or which will be the answer of that question. So always listen to all the options. The key of MCQs is to listen to all the options that the speaker speaks. This will be the best way to figure out which is the correct one. These are some methods to figure out the correct answer from these MCQs. Let us now look at an example and try to solve it. You have 15 seconds before the recording starts to look at these questions.
Hi, I'm Steve Pinfold, and I'm here today to tell you about my gap year, which I took about 20 years ago. Unlike many students these days who go traveling or get some work experience between school and university, I decided to do something completely different after finishing my degree. I applied to work for a charity organization. What it does is it sends people with particular skills to countries where those skills are needed. Apart from having some experience teaching English to summer school students, I didn't have any particularly useful skills, I thought, but luckily I was still accepted. I had to find the money for the flight, but you get free accommodation. I stayed with a family of 5. And you do get paid, but not much. It's a bit like pocket money, enough to get by. I worked in an orphanage and taught English at a local school. Where was I? Well, originally, I was going to be sent to a village in India, but at the last minute, the organization decided to send me to Trinidad. Now, this is a fascinating place. It's an island in the Caribbean. Well, in fact, the country is actually 2 islands. The smaller one is called Tobago, which is connected somehow to the word tobacco. Anyway, there I was, a young white guy living and working on an island which is mostly a mixture of descendants from Africa and India. The Africans were originally brought over as slaves, and the Indians came later as indentured workers. That means they agreed to come for a specific time, but many of them stayed. There are also some Trinidadians of Chinese and British origin, though the native inhabitants were basically wiped out by colonialization. I myself felt completely accepted and had the time of my life. The language everyone speaks is English, so there was no problem for me there, but some concepts don't quite translate. They're pure Trinidadian. There's the term liming, for example, which means sitting around watching the world go by. Also, there's the famous carnival, when the whole island is taken up in playing mass. For a whole month, around February or March, it depends when Easter is, everyone's busy preparing costumes, practicing calypsos, soca and steel pan music, and most importantly, partying.
So this was the recording for this set of questions. I'm sure you would have now figured out that what kind of recording will be and what will be the kind of questions. Now you can go ahead and you can check the answers. So these are the answers for the set of questions that you have just done. This is all about the MCQ, which is the multiple choice type of questions. In the next section, we'll be learning about match the following questions. Till then, happy learning and have a great day. Bye-bye.